Good morning. Hello, my friends. Who is there? I should guess, Maureen. Good morning. Guys, it's always at 9, right? And I put it at 9:30, but I thought it was at 9, and I was already ready. I'm like, I'm not gonna change the time now. It's too late for that. Hi. I'm gonna go there again. I wanted to sit close so I could read everybody, but then I would need to move, so let's see. Hi Mui, hi Coco, good morning guys. It's Sunday and it's time to restore. It's time to sit and release, sit and think about a new year coming, right? Hi Gary, hi Catherine. I hope you guys all had a lovely Christmas. I checked a little bit on the Facebook and I see a lot of you with your families. I see some of you just home, not being able to share so much, just like the majority of us. I wish I was right now with my family in Brazil, but circumstances didn't allow us to. But it is what it is, and we keep on moving, we keep on smiling and opening up our hearts the best way we can. And I'm glad to share this morning with you. So should we start? I have a blanket like all the way laying down my mat, so it gives me more of a sliding surface. If you have like maybe 2 blankets that you could use, that would be great. One blanket and then another one to use to cover you later. All right? But if you don't, that's fine too. That's totally fine. I have one block that I'm gonna sit on top and crossing my legs. It's time to come to that space. I hope you found a quieter place in your house. If it's not possible, that's okay. My kids still sleeping. I cannot believe that though. They always wake up so early. Alright, we're gonna lengthen the spine. We're gonna take some few deep breaths. Like I said, I have something underneath my pelvis, so I'm lifted. It's way easier for my hips, for my back, for my hamstrings. So if you wanted to sit in something higher, right? Who else is there? I unfortunately cannot read that far away, but welcome. Thank you for coming. So bring your hands wherever way feels more comfortable. Palms down, palms up. I like to kind of feel a little bit of my spine as I move in and out and finding a comfortable balance and neutral place. Let's all take some deep breaths together and arrive into our breaths. And making that breath be a gift of peace to us. And in today's practice, I would like you to don't stay focused too much in your mind. We're going to focus more on the body for the practice, for the asanas, for the positions, for the movement. So as we sit here and notice if any of the fearful thoughts or the thoughts that start to be very loud, imagine your thoughts being a kite that is just flowing all the way up there with the wind, going to all different directions, okay? But your base, your ground is the earth. So imagine now your body being the earth. And what is holding the kite is the earth, as the kite just moves back and forward, side to side. That's your mind. So concentrate in your body how grounded it can become, how soft and relaxed it can be. As your thoughts keep on moving, as long as you don't give too much attention to them. Right now you can maybe watch it go back and forward, but don't feed into your thoughts. Stay focused on how your neck feels. How can you let go of your shoulders more? How your arms start to relax in your fingers. How you're not grasping into anything other than trying to, as much as your ability to release. Breathing all the way to the back chest. Breathing all the way to the front chest. Noticing the space between your eyebrows. Taking 2 more deep inhales here. Alright, release your head. And with your eyes still closed, notice the back of your neck. Keep your hands really relaxed still in your legs. And then lifting slowly the chin away from the chest and moving your head as back as it still feels okay. You can separate your lips and see how the throat feels. And then the next one, the head moves to the right. Again, keep your lips relaxed, your jaw relaxed. And then the head goes forward again, slowly releasing the weight of the head. It's a practice of trust. We're gonna go up again. To the left. Very gently open your mouth and release your jaw. And then one more time, exhale, let your head be heavy down with gravity. And then again up, chin faces the sky. Back to neutral. Awesome. Now bring your palms facing down. We're going to start with the right shoulder going up towards the ear. Exhale, release that shoulder. Left shoulder going up towards the ear. Keep that right relaxed and then release it. One more time each side. Right shoulder going up towards the ear. Relax. Left going up. Now right arm goes up towards the sky. Bring your right hand behind your head and press your head into your hand. Feel where it's opening in your back or maybe in your side. Now, if you can, especially if you're sitting in something higher like me, it's easier to do. Bend that left knee and drop your left foot right in front of you. So knees facing the sky, foot is down. Left hand is holding that front left knee. And then exhale. We're going to squeeze the chin towards the chest. Hug the shoulder blade even more outside and then down towards the back muscle. And then start to release the head down. Now some of us are going to feel all the way to the spine or maybe even in the outside of the right leg. So stay with me. We're going to press the head into the hand and lift, trying to lift the chin high. Now we're not forcing here. We're just going where the body can. And then we exhale again. We gently release the head, the chin towards the chest. And in this one, you can sink into your sit bones, guys. You might feel a lot in that front right thigh. That's where I'm feeling. Let's take one more. And now lengthen the spine. Now the right hand that was behind your head is going to move to the outside of that left leg. Now whatever part of your arm is, depending on your arm length, whatever part of your arm is going to hook into the outside of that right leg. Now you're going to press that right leg into that right arm, and then your fingertips of the left hand goes back until you can grasp in something, finger on the floor or to your block, and then just start to send your chin towards the back of the room, but here, keep your chin parallel with the floor, okay? So you're going to start to look back. As you keep pressing, arms straight, you might feel all the way to the outside, to the back part of your shoulder. All right, you bring it back. Now that left knee is going to go out a little bit and in again. You're going to take just a few, and this is not supposed to feel a lot. Some people might. You know, Gary, with your hip, I don't know how you're feeling with your hip, but this might be not having a lot of range of motion for you. And do you see my hand is guiding my leg? So I'm making my leg heavy, and then maybe if there's space, I'm pushing just a little and then bringing it back. We're just going to do one more time. We exhale. And then bring it back. Now, I'm going to help that leg to go all the way to the outside of the right. Now, pay attention. I'm not having my right knee facing forward like our usual easy twist. I'm having my left leg on the outside of my right, but if I would come back to natural, my legs would be in a V shape. So I'm forcing a little more of my left outer leg by doing this movement. Now with my right hand, I pick up that left leg and bring towards me just a little bit. Now you start to turn your torso towards the left. With your torso, squeezing into your belly. Roll the shoulders down, and then we're going to look again to the left. But this time we're going to look also to the right, and then to the left, and then to the right. Let's take one more. Left, and then back to neutral. Beautiful. All right, we can cross the left leg now and having the right in front of us. Take a nice long breath. Right hand holds the right knee. Left arm going all the way up and to the back of the head. Lengthen in the spine. Readjust your body if you need to. And then the head presses into the hand. Slowly, in slow motion, the exhale, the hand starts to release the head forward and down. Now you can sink into every bone in your back and your sit bones. And then you roll those shoulders shoulders down towards your hips. And then we go up again. We press the head into the hand and we lift the chin up. We exhale and release. And then bring the head back to neutral. Left hand extends, going all the way to the outside, the arm going all the way kind of to the outside of the right leg. The right leg presses into the arm. You start to twist all the way to the right side. Fingertips find something behind you so you can press into and lengthen the spine and then look over to your right. Back. And then the right hand goes in front of the knee, soften the shoulders, let the leg fall and then come back. Now again, this is very restorative because the hand is holding, is guiding the leg. So unplug and take all the control out of that hip so the hand can guide the leg. If there's space, you can even give some weight towards that leg and bring it back. Let's do one more time. Perfect. Now the right or the left hand helps, and see the difference. So usually we will bring the knee forward more, but this time the knee is out, so that leg is trying to find, and yes, you might feel more in the outer hip. So if this is very hard, you can do just our normal twist. Left hand holds that leg up and towards your chest. Chest is moving towards the right side, so the opposite side. And fingers again going back, open up the chest. Now the head, the chin is parallel with the floor, and you're gonna go one side and the other side. Really connect with what's happening in your neck and your whole spine. Twist and the turns that your spine is doing right now. Take one more. Beautiful. All right, we're going to cross both legs now. We're going to take that block from underneath. And if you have like a slippery, I have a very soft and fuzzy blanket here that I can slide my foot and my legs. So we're going to start first with the right leg. Okay, I'm giving a space. So the right foot is forward, so you're in a cross-legged position. Again, if you need to stay seated in something, please do so. I can hold my left knee or just inside of my leg to give me more support. And then the right leg is going to slide all the way. So what I'm hoping that you can do is to, when you come all the way that the leg is straight, I want you to flex your foot and energize that leg. Okay? So then we relax. See my foot just like dropping dead. And then we slide back in. So the rotation out in the whole leg, but starting from the hip, doesn't start from your knee. So we go, slide, and then the leg straights, and then you engage the muscles in your thighs, and then your calf muscles by flexing, and then we make it dead again, and then we slide it in. Just one more time. We slide, we lock the knee, and then we flex. Now this time, guys, think about the length of your spine. Drop and press your sit bones, almost like the pubic bone going down to the floor. So there's just a hinge sensation by sending your pelvis back and your body, your chest forward. Now that hamstring is going to feel, especially because you have your foot flexed, okay? Now if you want something that you can bring your hand on top, if it's very hard for you to find the floor, or maybe you're right here, maybe the movement in your pelvis is not very big, so you can't even see it, but you can feel it. So try to bring both sit bones on the ground. Keep that right foot flexed and breathe with me. Soften the shoulders. Take a nice breath in. If there's more space, you keep coming down. So don't go too deep, because remember, you can start to feel cramps, especially because we're not warm enough. And then we go back. We slide that foot in, and then we bring the left foot forward. Now, like I said, some people that have knee or hip injury, be very gentle. Maybe what you can do in this one is having a block underneath, like from my knee. That's going to help me. So if I have that support, I have my right hand and my left leg is going to slowly straight. Flexing, breathing. Let that foot go dead, and then you slide it in. So the sliding in, your hip needs to be all the way out. When you look down, your leg is going out, your knee and toes are going to the same direction. And then you bring the outside of your heel in, and again out, lock and flex. It looks so simple, this movement. There's so many muscles and so many joints that needs to be moving here and doing extension and flexion and different kinds of energy through every single part of from your toes all the way up to your hip, up to your psoas, to your back, and to your core muscles. We're going to take one more. Ooh, I just heard a crack in my knee. We're going to lengthen the spine, flexing your foot. Keep pressing your sit bones down. Maybe this leg is harder. Usually the left is. Usually, not always. Lengthen the spine. The top of the head is facing the sky. Now here is the energy that moves through that left leg. The energy in those quad muscles is going to help you send your tailbone back and your pubic bone towards the floor. So you find still a long spine, not around it, especially your low back. We don't want to round too much your low back, because that's where all our low back pain comes from. It's too much rounding, too much sitting, too much stressing in that part. Stretching and stressing in that part. So soften the shoulders. If you want to use a block to maybe release that hand. Your shoulders, your jaw, your lips, your eyes. Taking one more breath. Perfect. We're going to bring back to neutral. All right. Let's find a tabletop position now. And you can keep your blanket underneath of you, okay, if you want. So a tabletop, core is engaged, belly button towards the spine. Open up your hands. Take a nice breath in and out with just a strong, long spine. Find out where your muscles in your back are. As you start moving, we're going to tuck. Remember that rounding on the low back that I said? We're going to tuck and start to round that mid back, the low back, the mid back. And then the chin goes towards the chest. And then very gently we start through the shoulders here, sinking into the shoulders. letting the chest and the belly go down, and then lifting the tailbone. So keep waving your spine this way through those shoulders and hip joints. Close your eyes as you're doing it. Remember to focus on the body. Remember that the kite is your thoughts, and you just let it fly above you. One more. All right, now if you have that blanket, if you have a small blanket like me, you can always scooch back more. So I have something that is easy to slide my hands. So that's what we're gonna do. Keep engaging your core. Send your butt back just a little bit so your hips are not right underneath the knees anymore. They are back, so the knees are forward than your hips. Now we're gonna slide the hands all the way, like if we're going to a puppy dog. Feel your shoulders, see where you can go. Drop your forehead to the floor. Take a nice breath in, press your knees, and rounding the back as you slide back. Exhale, now the right hand's going to slide underneath the left hand, all the way to the left side. Maybe that shoulder finds the floor, maybe it's your head first. And then we slide it back. And then we slide it forward. Exhale, all the way to a puppy dog. Slide it back as you start to round your back. Slide underneath to the same right arm. Slide it back. And slide it forward. 2 times now with the other arm. Slide it in, tabletop. Left arm slides underneath the right. Slide back, slide forward, slide in, left underneath the right, slide back, slide forward. Now heavy your forehead on the ground, slide your hands all the way to a circle, all the way to the front of your knees, and then forward again, and then to the sides, and then all the way to the front of your knees. Take one more. Then let your hands fall in a nice place so you can lift your head and finding your tabletop. Take a nice breath in. Walking now your hands until your whole legs. Wait a second so you can see me, guys. So you have, if you have something underneath, or if you're doing your carpet, make sure your legs are on the slippery part. And then if your head is not, that's fine. So one of your cheeks down to the floor, arms down, hands facing up to the sky. Now we're going to start with the left arm and the right leg, okay? So we're going to slide the right leg to the right and the left arm to the left. Hold it here. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, we're going to slide it back. Now slide the left and slide the right arm. Hold and release. And then you slide it back. Take a nice breath in. We're going to do both at the same time now. Slide the arms and the legs away. Relax everything. And then you slide them back. Beautiful. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, lift your heart. Exhale, we're going to slide the right knee all the way to the front in a pigeon pose, okay? Now your hands are going to support you. If your hands are not enough to support you, you can bring your 2 blocks underneath your hands so you stay taller, right? Gary, if your hips are too tight, you can stay taller in this pigeon pose. So from here, we're going to slide again. The right knee goes back. We slowly drop the pubic bone and come forward and release. Release the arms to the sides. Open up the legs, sliding the hands and the legs. Release here. There's always a release time. Exhale, bring it back. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Lifting your chest. Sliding the same right leg all the way in for a pigeon. Open up the chest. Look up with your chin. Slide the knee back. Come one more time down. Drop whatever cheek you want. Open the legs, separating the legs and the arms. Bring them back in. Slide the hands. Inhale, using your back muscles, and then the back of your arms, and then your core. Now let's start with the left knee going forward. Exhale, we slide back. We come down. Release whatever cheek. Inhale, open. Separate your legs, separate your arms. Exhale, bring them closer. I'm not giving you enough time to release, but you know that there should have a release right between the movements. Inhale. Left knee coming in. Open up the chest. This time lift your chin. Exhale, last time we slide the leg back. We drop the hips. We open up and separate the arms. Exhale, bring them closer. Sliding the hands underneath the shoulders. Lifting the chest. Exhale, walk both knees forward. Now, if you have something that you can use to sit maybe in a hero's pose, I have my knees down and I'm gonna sit here in something so it's not too deep of a knee. I know, Maureen, that can be too rough for you. If you have a pillow and then a block, you can sit even higher, okay? Now, if that doesn't serve you either, you can just sit normally with a cross-legged position. Now here, guys, lengthen the spine again. Move the breath towards the upper chest, towards the back chest. We're gonna reach the arms up to the sky. The left hand's gonna hold the right elbow. You're gonna reach towards the left side by opening the right side chest. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, release the hands all the way back interlace your fingers and try to come forward. Now, again, the tailbone goes back. You feel that you're doing this with your hips by sending them back towards your hands. And then you come down. If it feels okay, maybe the floor, you can find the floor. Slide your forehead in and lifting towards the neck release, lifting your butt away from your prop. Exhale, you come back down to the prop, swinging the arms all the way forward and up towards the sky. Now the right hand holds the left elbow. Breathe in through your nose. Be always very gentle. Exhale, we bend to the other side by opening the left side chest. Inhale back. Hands release all the way. Interlacing. Always bend your elbows before you do this, because if you have your shoulders open as you're trying to do this, it's very hard to straighten your arms. So you roll your shoulders first away from you, then you try to straighten your arms. And then we do the same thing. Press your pubic bone towards your prop, and then you come forward. Now you need to start to engage your core and your hip flexors to lift your butt. The top of the head goes down, and then you balance through here. And then you can round your low back a little bit. The weight is distributed between your knee, your foot, and your head. Exhale, we swing forward again. The arms forward, the butt goes back. And then now interlace the fingers behind your head and open up the elbows. Take a nice breath in here. And another one. Another breath in. And then release the arms. Now we're going to use this prop. I have a pillow, but if you don't have a pillow, that's also fine. So you can use wrap up blankets just to lift your pelvis. So we're gonna lean towards that pillow, so your chest, guys, your upper chest is down on the floor. See, my shoulders are down, and I have this little lift because of my pillow, okay? Now we're gonna work into sliding the feet down and then flapping them. Now I need to scooch back so I get more of my blanket. Okay, and my head's gonna be cut off, but that's fine. So having your hands wherever feels more comfortable. You can have in your rib cage or you can have on the floor. So we're going to slide the feet and then let the legs flop. Try not to control the letting go, okay? Again, unless you have any problem, unless you have pain by doing this, please don't do it. We're gonna slide it back. Take a nice breath in. And exhale, we slide slowly. And then when we can't control anymore, we let it go. I'm gonna take 2 more of those. Inhale, slide it back. Notice that why you need to engage to slide your legs back up, right? Keep softening your shoulders, and then we go again. Exhale. Last time, we slide it back. And we slide it forward. Let it go. Beautiful. Now stay here a little bit. This is a great restoring for the hip flexors, for the chest by opening, even for the shoulders that are released down to the mat. Front of the legs, the hips. So take this moment to really breathe into your belly. Now, how your feet should be is just completely dead right now, okay? So usually if your body has this intention to, of course, work with gravity, your feet should be kind of out. But if that's not the movement of your body, if you're letting go, they should be where it suits you. Now we're just gonna do one more, and this can be a little harder, okay? So however your foot is right now, you're gonna slide that part that is on the floor into your thing. Let's start with the right foot sliding to the right. Now just this small movement can trigger something in your low back. So if you have pain in your low back, don't do this one too deep. You can do it just the same way without sliding to the right, okay? So we're gonna slide as much as your body can, and then you're gonna slide the foot in by bending the knee. So there's a big opening in the right hip. Gary, that can be very triggering for your outer hip, so be careful. We're gonna slide it back and unlock that leg again. Again, slide it in the foot. Woo. And slide it back. Unlock that knee. One more time, slide it in. Keep your chest super relaxed and slide it back. Nice. Now bring that foot how it suits you. Let's do the other side. So the left leg opens to the left, just where your body can do it, okay? And then we're gonna slide it in. Now because of my knee, with that little problem in my knee, my leg goes super high because my mind is trying to protect already. And then we're gonna slide it, and then then let go. Again, we slide it in, soften, and slide it out. Someone's putting a very hot, very loud music upstairs. We exhale, slide it in, and then last time out. All right, now slide both feet in, engage your core, lifting your legs off. Now I have just something underneath me that's gonna help me letting my legs become even heavier. You can hold your shin and you can hug here, giving yourself a nice hug. Letting your shoulders relax, letting your legs relax, letting your toes relax, your head. Maybe if you want to bring your head side to side, it's a great place to be. Keep really opening the space in your chest. Softening. Stay here for a few more moments. Oh, that's a great place to also turn the ankles like this, giving some love for your foot. All right, lovely, lovely friends. Pretty sure all of you have something, to use as a bolster. So I took that from underneath my back. And what we're gonna do is to bring between your legs. So maybe it's a folded blanket, maybe it's a normal pillow. So the legs are gonna go all the way to the right side, okay? You're gonna have that between your legs. And the foot is also relaxed. You can hold your pillow. The opposite arm goes all the way to the opposite side. So your knees are to the right, your left arms to the left side. And you can again use your head side to side if you wish. We're going to stay here for a few moments, but really connect with your breath. Let the breath really reach your left side rib cage and separating each bone. And I'm just going to give a wake-up call to whoever is doing that loud sound upstairs. My son pretended I was not with him, that he was innocent. All right. Now you can either just lift and sending slowly to the other side. And again, guys, some people would prefer the knees lower, and some people the knees higher towards the chest. This is how I prefer. So you find the juicy spot in your body. Right arm is all the way. If your hand is not touching the floor, have something higher, another pillow, a block, so your hand can touch the floor, or your elbow, your forearm, so a little higher here. It's a great spot, because if you're forcing, if you're like this and you're just creating more tension in that area. So if you're not touching the floor, use something so you can support that part of you, okay? And again, all we're noticing, all we're paying attention is where the breath is going, where you're directing your breath. So right now, the rib cage is a great place to breathe deeply, right there. Maybe in the neck as you swing the head side to side. Not an easy year for a lot of people. Some people are more comfortable. Some people were able to still stay with their Nothing major changed besides staying probably home more. Some people change working even harder. The ones that need to work in the hospital. So life changed for, I think, the majority of humanity this year. But I really hope we can keep our hearts open for, and our eyes open for the parts that we could see as a time to spend with the ones that were so close, right? Seeing life more as a miracle, not just a wake up and do all over again, but taking this moment, taking this beautiful, amazing breath every second that we have the chance. Because a lot of people lost their lives this year, and I know a few. And just like that, our candle, the flame of life, so I'm sorry, I went everywhere right now. I was focused really much in my kite right now, so sorry, I came back. Let's take both feet off the ground. We're gonna lift the legs just enough so we're not tensing so much of the hamstrings. So this practice was a lot about sliding and releasing. The slides and the release is for us to start our new year. So the sliding, you can put as, yes, it was a hard year. We're kind of slipped through whatever was thrown to us. But we made it, and we made it stronger, especially with our group. And I'm so honored to be part of. So swing the legs side to side. Having the arms up too, kind of relax your shoulders, let them kind of come down. But you're holding, so soon enough you're going to start to feel the weight of your hands and the weight of your feet and the weight of your legs. Swing a little bit more to your low back. And then we're going to stop, and then we're going to shake first our feet, and then we're going to shake the hands. You can shake side to side, you can shake forward and back. And of course, you know where to go. If there's any problem in your ankles and you can't do that, in your knees and you can't do that, feel free to do just a little bit. Try to still soften your belly here. We're not engaging too much of the core. Now exhale, bring the hands and the foot down, slide it away, and then just notice the sensation in your ankles, in your hands, and your wrists. I invite you to find a comfortable place. If you need to use your blocks, if you need to have something, another blanket over you, if you need to have a support for your neck, because this is it. It went super fast. And I'm going to guide you through some words here today. So finding the place, finding a soft and comfortable place for you. I'm going to get closer to you guys so you can hear me better. Letting you find that spot, that soothing spot. Now when you found that spot, I would like you to close your eyes and bring all your attention to your breath. letting it gift you peace. Now, with your quietness, picture raindrops falling onto your face. Each drop of water bringing life to your earth, your body. May I ask you, friends, where are you most living your life? I know you are afraid of the quiet you sometimes meet in the middle of your doing and at the end of the day. I know because I've been there. I know you feel like running away from it. But I want you to try and trust this quiet place. When it comes, see it as an invitation to meet spirit, to meet heart, to meet yourself. This fear is but the deep soul ache of a self once lost, calling from far away home. Do not fear yourself or anything inside of you. Trust the love and kindness of your being, knowing that on the other side of the discomfort is a pool of unconditional love. Reach deep into this sense part of your avoidance and wait as the heart finds its way to you. Simply stay in the quiet one moment longer than you think you can, and then one moment more. Let your love self be remembered. If a burden or fear comes up from the silence and makes you want to run, you must know that no amount of running will relieve you of these things, dear ones. The seemingly impenetrable places are a part of you, and they live in you. Like a fog that is waiting to be lifted. Before the fog can lift, however, it needs your attention. Part of healing is simply seeing the tangled vines and the foggy places within us. In practice seeing, we activate spontaneous healing. If a stressful thought arises, watch as it comes and then leaves of its own accord. You do not engage, it will leave on its own. See these thoughts, these places of strain, as habits, deep habitual thoughts that have long been telling the same story. They are not you. They are but the web of the mind woven on top of your true being. If you feel lonely in this place, frightened of the unknown, or scared of what you might find, all you must do is begin speaking to these fears, this loneliness. Make friends with all of yourself. Being witness to every beautiful facet of your being. This life is for you, dear one. Please do not spend it locked in your fear. Discover what you are capable of by learning to sit or laying down and listen to all of you. You are so very wise within. You are so very noble to begin to discover this for yourself. I pray that we learn to stop so that we may come fully into our bodies, our essence, our light, so we may be fed, be loved, be accepted by us, and then see what comes of our discomfort. Often what comes of our pain is an opening into the very grace. This quiet universe you keep running from is the home of your most authentic, eternal source of self. So we're gonna say thank you for this whole year that came. You're gonna say thank you right now for yourself, for being here, for caring, for enduring, and for loving every inch of you. This is how we're gonna end up this year, saying thanks. Thank you so much. Happy 2021. We're going to stay together. The light in me salutes the light in you. Namaste.